castle in the middle of Manhattan. And clear, clear skies today. I kind of feel that I want to be still and quiet today. And yeah, you all are right. Giving myself time to rest and recover. Even though it's hard, like I have a little devil here, like, oh, you're not doing anything, or you're doing too little, you could have done more. Just let's knock him off. The shoulder is a little bit better, even though it's kind of like a nagging pain now all over the arm and like the whole area here. Yeah, it's like time to process everything. Even though I thought I did, but no, the body knows better, right? I have some event work to do. Maybe like a couple hours, maybe 3. That's what I can do with my left arm being the only thing that is moving. Yeah, we'll get my heating pads. Let's call them pads. I'll just get them, and we'll try to rest as much as I can. I had a little walk in the morning. It's kind of nice outside right now. It's like 76, 79 compared to 96. This is terrific. Like the best weather ever. Clear skies. Like sometimes, like I usually have either music or an audiobook in my headphones. But I was listening to an audiobook first, and then I just turned everything off, and I just wanted to listen to the city, to the nature, because that's not true when they say that New York is just concrete jungle. No, we do have nature here. But yeah, the mood is right now to slow down and just be. Like be in the moment. And listen. It has some like meditative qualities to it. And just breathe in, breathe out. It feels calm. No running, No rushing. Just breathe in, breathe out. And this nagging pain. Oh gosh. Oh well. And accepting everything. I wonder if I have fever, because it kind of feels weird. Hope I don't, because being sick is the last thing I need right now. Yeah. I'm just a beautiful disaster, and I accept myself as such. Well, one day I'll stop treating myself with food, but not today. Yeah, and since sugar and chocolate is off for the next 87 days, I prepared my favorite potatoes, Eastern European style. Weird day. I'm not sure even how to describe it. I took it slow. Sometimes I laughed, sometimes I cried, with no particular reason at that very moment. I don't know, is it processing? I mean, my whole life for the past half a year is one huge reason to cry. But at some point you're just getting so overwhelmed by different feelings that are just boiling inside of you. I'm also listening to a sad book. Maybe that also provoked classics. I'm finally catching up. A Tales of Two Cities, I think that's the name, by Charles Dickens. It's also sad. But it's interesting how you start crying about the character and then suddenly you become the character you're crying about. I should probably read the description before reading or watching something, because it kinda serves as a trigger sometimes. So I felt sad and bad, and I found a substitution to sugar. Fruit. So I have a store a couple of blocks away, and it was like 20 minutes before the store closes. So I ran there and got tons of fruit, ate a lot. Now I feel like it's too much because I kind of feel sick. And that's not a good idea to eat a huge amount of fruit, because now it's artificially sweetened, and like for our body it's harder to digest fruit than regular sugar. But okay, one time thing. I just thought that I applied today for one acting job, shooting in January, which would require good body shape. And I thought, okay, one last time, it's like before going on a diet, you eat as much as you can. That's me, basically. Before cutting sugar, I eat as much that it comes through my nose, ears, and whatever. And yeah, I know 2 really good ways to get in shape pretty quickly. One is very unhealthy when you just physically can't eat or drink. I was already grown up when I had to remove my tonsils, and like for kids that kind of surgery is very easy. Like they do it in the morning, in the evening they already can talk, eat, and everything. And for grown-ups, it's very bad, very hard. Everything heals very slowly. And I remember that I had my surgery on Monday morning, and on either Thursday evening or Friday evening they let me go home. And if on Monday morning the pants I was wearing when coming to the hospital, I had, like breathe out and zip up. Like 4 or 5 days later, I had to hold them on me because they were just falling down. I lost so much weight because I physically couldn't eat or drink. During those 4 or 5 days, I drank just 2 little bottles of water, and I ate maybe like a couple bananas. That was it. Because just physically I couldn't swallow. I started bleeding immediately. Like painkillers didn't really help. Like I was bad. But when you physically can't eat or drink, you really lose weight very quickly and you get in shape. Second way was body flex and intermittent fasting. So my interval of eating was 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. But sometimes but I could eat anything during those 6 hours. And sometimes I spent like 3 hours just like eating. And that wasn't healthy. So like you have to be very mindful when doing it. And also doing body flex in the morning and in the evening. That's basically like a set of maybe like 15 exercises, which are not very physically demanding, but it's more about the way you breathe, and it's like you breathe everything out, you create that vacuum in your stomach, like abdominal area. You like take a pose in which you tense certain muscles, and I think that's like how it works, and the oxygen goes there and attacks the fat cells. I lost weight really quickly, and that was like my best shape. Like probably in a month or 2. That was like my best thing, my best shape ever. But as I said before, it may take me like 45 attempts to finally do something, or cut something, or start doing something regularly. And I can keep doing it like for a long time. But once I, for some reason, stop doing it, I might never go back. And at that time, I think I got like a really bad flu. And then you can't do that when you're that sick. And after that, I never went back, which is bad. But now I think, like I remembered, like I love listening stories about Marilyn Monroe. I honestly think that she was very much underrated. I think she was a very talented actress who never really got a chance to show the best of her. But I remember somebody she knew talked about her, how they knew her at the beginning of her career, and that she was constantly working on her craft, working out, working on different skills, even though she had like no project coming up. And they told her like, why are you working so hard? And I loved her reply. It was, when the opportunity comes, I want to be ready for it. And I think it's so powerful. So I thought, even if I don't get this part, then I want still do this work and be ready. You know, I don't want to find myself in a situation like, oh, I should have started doing this like 4 months before. Like, it's like I've been in the situations when, you know, I talk about my ideas and people are like, oh, so you have the script? I'm like, oh, no, it's just an idea. I have to write it. And I had time to do that. Like, and it happened not once. So I thought that when I get myself together, you know, when my knees heal, it's like one feels fine, the left one, I don't like it. It feels like something's wrong under the knee cup. Is it called knee cup? Like that thing on top? I think knee cup. Like the shoulder, like by the evening it feels better, but still hurts, but better. But I just had my heating pads on it, so maybe that's just because I had the heat there. I don't know. But yeah, if I could get that part, that would be actually amazing. And not because it's some really great project. I don't know. I haven't read the script. Like, based on description maybe, but the main thing that is interesting for me is that it would require work with an intimacy coordinator. It's like a new it's like a new position that appeared maybe like 5 years ago maximum. And I think having like an experience with it on a small project, it's better than your first time is like some huge project. You might not get it in the huge project when you have no experience. So I wonder what that would work, what that would look like. It's like a story, like the logline they gave, it's like a story of two people. Sorry, I just got a notification from my bank. Like a date or something, and the conversation of people. But there will be like a scene, intimacy scene. And I never acted in such such scenes so it would be interesting for me. I truly believe that before doing something good, you have to have quite a number of attempts of doing the same thing bad. So that would be interesting. I'll see. I don't know. Maybe it makes no sense at all. But right now, this is quite a big part of acting on a big level. You have to be comfortable shooting those scenes as well. And how do you get comfortable? You do it. And it's not like all open. It also requires like the ability to work with those wardrobe pieces that help you and protect you. So it really is an interesting experience, which I would be interested to have. Yeah. All very pragmatic and absolutely not romantic. Yeah. Okay. Since my body's telling me that I should take care of myself, I better go and put myself to bed. A new day tomorrow. Maybe it will be easier. I'll see. Have a good night. Thanks for listening.